Hi everybody, welcome back to Party Cat Plays Satisfactory Series 2. I was being not that smart in the last episode. I forgot that, biomass is a recipe that I unlocked. And it's a great recipe. It lets me produce, biomass, which burns for about twice as long, if I remember correctly. I actually need to check. How long does that last? So it's about half as long as straight up wood, but you get like 4 of them out of a stack of wood, so it's actually not so bad. So, welcome back everybody. It is night now. I ran and grabbed lots and lots of leaves. That's basically all I did. I don't need concrete. I need screws for this. Do I have 300 screws? Almost. Cool. How are we doing on plates? I have enough plates. Nice. So I just need a few more screws. And then I can unlock the MAM. And then I will try and rush for obstacle clearing, because here in the desert that is super important. I normally like to build these like massive tidy what's the word, concrete slab bases and things, and that's, you know, aesthetically that's very pleasing to me, but this early in the game I'm not too worried about it. I'm probably going to wind up with, you know, alternate recipes and things. I'll wind up tearing out a lot of these buildings. And so I'm gonna just probably leave this initial factory mostly alone, although I may split off some of the stuff and, like, well, you know, I'll probably leave most of this in place for now, but it's not very expansive or expandable as it is, because everything's so sort of mashed together, and I'm making everything in one spot. So I really am gonna have to break out, like, this is where I do most of the iron stuff, and this is, you know, another ways away. You know, maybe over there is where I do copper, and over there is where all the iron stuff goes on. And I just bring conveyors out to everything. So, it's probably going to be a little bit different. Actually, I think a lot of people probably do similar things, where, like, you have the iron city and you have the copper city, and then in between them there's the area where the two come together. And then you have the little Caterium area and that sort of thing, and depending on what, you know, alternate recipes make sense for your build and things like that. I assume there are probably alternate recipes that are the best always, but I don't know them for sure, so I don't, you know, I'm not that worried about it. And there used to be a little
milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects. The map has been unlocked.
So I don't know why it says beacons there, because I thought those got removed. Wonder if they just haven't updated the lines. Oh no, you can still make beacons. Oh, I think it's because there's still a couple of recipes that need them. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Okay, so I need 5 reinforced iron plates, for which I need, okay, that's fine. I can get that. I can get all of that. That's fine. Except, ugh, goodness. Okay, so I need a little bit more cable, and then I need to turn this off for a moment, because I need, oh, that's, never mind. Never mind. Oh, I gotta bring the copper over here. That's why. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to open up obstacle clearing yet, but that's fine. I should be able to grab more than enough plates and... Oh yeah, 80 plates. Ooh, lots and lots of plates. And I only need 60 screws, so I'm going to go ahead and just get 60 screws. Put the other 32 back, because I really don't want them in my inventory if I don't need them. You know, you use rods and plates and well, rods and plates and wire and cable for just about every building, but screws, you don't, as far as I can think of, you don't use screws directly in any building application. So, all right, build our MAM. Sounds like the pod's coming back. There you are. Hello, my potty friend. Alright, where do we want to put the MAM? Over here? Let's sort of make this into kind of a half moon. Yeah, I like that. Alright. Now to grab my research materials.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Cool. Okay, so there's that. I don't need any more of those, so let's go ahead and turn them into protein. I don't remember collecting all these leaves and stuff. I mean, obviously I must have done it, but I don't remember doing it. But I also know that I need a ton of biomass. Oh, I don't have any mycelia. I know there's a cave near here somewhere that has some mycelia in it, and some... I think they're called slicers. But I'm not sure I really want to go pick that fight right now. I kind of want a better weapon before I get to that point. So I'll go ahead and... I'll unlock all of this that I can. Okay, and...
New recipe unlocked. New research available in the MAM. New resource added to the resource scanner.
Okay. Let's get that. Just a lot of these things to do, and they're
New
so...
object added to the object scanner.
let's see, overclocking. I need 1. Okay, let's make 1. Oh, let's make these 3. Because I'm not turning it into biomass. Although I don't have enough of those to do the research, and I need a little bit more Caterium to do more research, so that's that. Power slugs. This one. Ah. Okay, so if anybody... Maybe I should make this on the forum, but... Oh. It didn't speak. Interesting. The spacebar does the primary thing in most screens, but not here. So I have to go click start research, and I would love if the spacebar were also bound to that. Ooh, oh, jeez. Well, I do want to unlock... I think I have enough to unlock both, so let's open that up. New shop products. That's cool. Okay. Oh, interesting. Alright. Well, I'm nowhere near making modular frames, so that's not really helpful, but it's fine. Alright, let's open up the sulfur here. We get... Nope. And I haven't found any coal yet, so I think that's everything I can research for now. Yeah, I think that's everything I can research for the time being. I need 50 more Caterium ore for that. I haven't found any of these. I need 2 pale berries for that. That's fun. It's fine though. Haven't... I could do slug scanning, but eh. And I haven't found mycelium yet. Okay, great. So let's put away the rest of my research materials and other things I just don't care about. Temporarily, I'll go ahead and put that on there. That way I have some healing items around. Let's refill the power really quick. Hasn't really got down that far, but now I'm gonna take just a few minutes here, and I'll kind of show you what I'm doing. So this miner only produces 30 ore per minute, which works out because this smelter only takes 30 ore per minute, which is fine, and it turns that into 30 ingots, and the next building needs 30 ingots per minute as well. So not a big problem. But here, and I want to build up extra rods, so I don't mind if it's a little bit fast, but it only needs 10 per minute. So I could slow this down to where it's only taking 10 per minute, or to where it's only making 10 per minute. I'm not going to because I want the surplus, but then it's only taking 15 iron ingots per minute, and this is making 30. So I can turn this down to half speed, which it's full, right? So there we go. That should even out its production rate a little bit. But then I can also turn this down to 15 per minute. And when it does kick back over, there we go, 0.2 megawatts of power. So 200 watts of power it's now taking. And look, instead of this up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down crap, now it's nice and smooth. My, let's see, I am overproduction. Let's see, production is 30.6, capacity is 70. So I can just turn this one off. Okay, maybe I can't turn it off, but I can bring it down to like maybe half. And that'll make it, the fuel will burn a lot more slowly in it. And I think I can actually bring it down lower than that. I'll do 12 and a half. Yeah. Can I just go to 10? Can I bring it down? Yeah. Yeah, that works. So we are only just a tiny little bit over our max consumption. Actually, let's see. 52.9 capacity. Why is that such a weird... These make 20 each. That should be 40. So I need 48.5, so I should be able to turn this down to 8.5. And that should ride... Huh. Apparently it can't quite clock down to 11.4. Or to 8.5, it's minimum of 11.4. I'm not sure what that's about. It's got to be probably an internal math thing. Maybe it just can't quite split on those nice even. Maybe it's got to be a nice even percent. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's still consuming considerably less fuel, and I'm okay with that. Now then, that's 30 per minute into a thing that only needs 15 per minute, so I'm gonna slow that down to half speed. And that goes to a building that actually requires double the amount that it makes, but so I'm gonna turn this down to, I'm gonna turn this down to 7.5. No, not 7.5. What am I doing? Sorry. Bring that back up. 30. 15 should get me to 30 per minute. Yep. And I want it to, okay, so yeah, I'm just 25% clock speed. What am I? I'm trying to figure out the, I put in 7.5 before. It was weird. But whatever, I'll take it. Yeah, 25%. Exactly. So then it only needs 15 per minute, so that I'm making wire and cable when I get the stuff over here. Oh, and I'm out of plates again. Always out of plates. Nice. Almost 200 there. So I should be able to finish if I can get over this barrier. There we go. And I'm out of concrete. I'm out of concrete. Am I really out of concrete? I think I really am out of concrete. Unless I stuck it in the container for some reason. Nope, I'm out of concrete. Awesome. Oh, that's fine. I can just grab... I think it's got one in it. And I think I only need one concrete, so... Let me just grab one of these ones off the end of the line. And put this in here. There we go. That makes one whole concrete. Oh, gods. Okay. Because there's no way that'll just reach, will it? Oh, no, it will. Oh, I didn't need that. That's okay. Anyway, so this requires 45 limestone per minute, and I don't know how many I'm actually producing. So I need to run all the way back up the line here. Let me see if I can get up on the line. Not because it's any faster. It's actually just a little bit slower, but gives me a new perspective. I mean, it's a little bit it's about the same speed as long as I can stay on this rim, but whenever I cross into the belt itself, it slows me down just a little bit because I'm running against the flow. Which I don't... There are online resources for, like, you know, how fast does the conveyor move you? So it's making 60 per minute. I only need 45, so I'm going to slow that down. And then I gotta... Let's see. I have 161 plates. I can probably hook up the copper as well. So let's... That. We'll run them sort of in parallel. And I need more concrete. So let me go get some concrete. And I'll be able to clean up these lines eventually too. Okay, 10 whole concrete. Yeah, it should be good. Hey, we're almost to where I was planning to be when we left off the last episode, so that's good. That's real good. Alright, so there's that. We'll go up and over. And then come down here, and we actually want to come past that. Let's see, can I... Yeah, that's fine. And are we actually getting clipping? Oh yeah, we're going straight through. Yeah, I don't. Is everything actually hooked up? I thought there were more than 2 lines on that, but maybe I was mistaken. I'll see it in editing, I'm sure. Okay, so that's everything but fuel. That said, let's see. Oh right, I already tuned all of that. So, but I didn't tune the miner back here. So I need to turn it down as well. Set it to I only need 15 ore per minute, so I'm gonna slow it down to whatever. I don't remember what quality this node is, so 25 or 50% or whatever. Let's see. It's normal, so it's gonna be 25%. Right. It would be 50% if this were impure. Okay. So that's fine. That's actually kind of perfect. Yeah, so we're making... We'll start making copper. Should have... I hope I hooked up the screws. Let's get over there. These actually make it a little bit easier to get around, too, because they give me a nice, stable place to run and jump, instead of relying on the geometry of the ground. Yeah, so we still got a little bit before the copper starts to build up, which is gonna be kind of a problem. I might... Oh, it's full. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. So that's good. That's 500. I might actually speed this back up to 15 a minute and use all of the wire capability, because I need 100 cable and I have 28. So that's another minute and a half, I think, if I'm mathing correctly, which I maybe. I'm not terrible at math, but you know, I am prone to having terrible at math moments. So so cool. So the copper's going, the wire's going into the machine. So, and I think what? Okay, so I can again really lower the capacity. Because let's see, I need 36 is the max consumption, so I can actually just... What? 20 and 20 is 40, right? So there's 2 of these. They're both hooked up to the power. I am so confused by why that just happened. Our maximum consumption is less than our capacity. That should not have happened. So let's do 17 and bring it even closer. So I can't add any more buildings while it's like this, but that's fine because I don't really want to. So I just need to keep these full and let stuff build up for a little while. So I'm gonna go like make a sandwich and let stuff build up for a little bit, because it's gonna take, you know, a few minutes for my cable to all get made and that sort of thing. So I'm just gonna let this run, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right, and we're back. That was a good sandwich, but unfortunately my system was running into some instability issues, so I didn't get to let it sort of run. So we're not much further along than we were, but that's not too bad. And I'll try and open up logistics next so I can get splitters and things, so I can just, you know, not clock things down, but instead split their outputs. Actually, I'll do base building next, and then I can start rebuilding the lines to start forming, you know, copper city, concrete city, and so on. In fact, I'll probably do the concrete sort of over here, copper kind of right out in front, and then with the iron sort of in this next valley, or probably up on top of the hill, actually. Start going up, because I want to bring things up. I don't like it when my conveyors clip with the ground and stuff. Clipping, you know, I know you can clip now, but it kind of bothers me a little bit. So it's not a thing I particularly enjoy. Let's see, that's taking... Wait. What? Hang on. Because this shouldn't still be full like that. Paying 15 per minute. Did I slow this down? I don't remember. Ah, goodness. Alright. So... Oh yeah, no, that's That's correct. Okay. So yeah, we come back. Grab these last few things. There we go. Yeah, I'll grab this little bit over here as well. There we go. Just a little bit more. Grab all the sort of low-hanging fruit. And yes, I am well aware plants are not fruit. Fruit come from plants. Anyway. You know, argue about it in the comments. It'll drive up engagement. As Alec from Technology Connection says. By the way, one of my favorite channels. If you haven't seen Technology Connections and you have even a little bit of interest in like how things work, he has great series on like how TV worked, how TV used to work, how radio works, how records work, how tapes work, and things like that. It's phenomenal work, and I can't recommend it enough. It is very enjoyable. So yeah, you know, if you get a bit, his videos do tend to be kind of long, but they tend, well, that's not entirely true, but his videos tend to be very information packed. There's not a lot of fluff. He does, you know, some commentary and things like that, but it's not fluff by any means. So yeah, anyway, very worth checking out. Technology Connections and some others sort of in that sphere are fantastic, phenomenal. They seem genuinely like phenomenal people as well. What are some of the other ones? Techmoan is another great one. He mostly like reviews things, but in the process he talks about how they work. So he'll buy like old and even modern technology gadgets, and he'll kind of go over them and how they work and interesting things like that.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Okay. So yes, I know, I just shut everything off. There's a reason. It's because as long burning as biomass is, these solid biofuel pellets are considerably longer lasting. So I'm gonna go ahead and just build up, I don't know, 20. And I'll split it into 2 stacks of 10. And I'll put 10 into each of these and then kick the power back over while I make more. And then I'll build sort of machines to make it. Because they last, you know, they last considerably longer than just biomass, and I can use them in the chainsaw, which I will be building next. I think it's important to break out the chainsaw. So let me build up another, I don't know, 40 to split between those 2 machines as well, and then I will build constructors. I'll need a pair of them. So production, I need 2 constructors. And I need some containers. Alright. So now, you know, we'll say power is kind of all over here. Oh, I need derp. I need plates. Before I can do that. So let me grab some. I don't know if I need wire or cable necessarily. Oh, I do need cable. Okay, that's fine. And I need rods, which I have plenty of. And I will need some screws. I'll go ahead and grab all of these and I'll put the remainder back. Oh. Well, Looks like I need to build some more containers as well. But that's okay. Let's build some reinforced iron plates. The 4 for these 2 constructors. There we go. And so, how this usually works is I will have 1 goes out, and because biomass is useful in and of itself, I put it through a container first. So, logistics, sorry, organization, there we go, the containers. Turn these around. There we go. So that one goes into there. That one goes into there. Sorry, no, that's not right. I need 3. That one will go into there. That one will go into there. That one goes in there. And that one goes in down there. Okay, so in this one, we put leaves. And wood, but mostly leaves. And then we set this one to produce biomass from leaves. But it's not powered, so it's not actually going to do that. And then what I'm actually going to do is disconnect that and just run these for a little bit. And let's see. Oh, right, derp. I have to tell this one to make solid biofuel. And... right, takes biomass. Okay, that's fine. Oh. I forgot to turn it on. That's helpful. 0.2, what? Oh no, this is running. Okay, cool. And it's 4. Only it's not 4. Need to bring that down to half. And so it's 6. Max consumption 5.3, so I'll do 6. Just to be 100%, so that's that. Do the power pole. Do power poles take power? Or is this math just not... oh, it's 1.3. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Alright, so I'm basically just running this guy. And the reason being that it's going to go ahead and make these for me. So I don't have to do it myself. In the meantime, I think I have the materials if I want to go and build a chainsaw. So I'm going to pop over here and get onto that building. And chainsaw. Alright, I need more reinforced iron plates. Okay, well it's a good thing I have more screws. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Let's make a chainsaw. And chainsaw. But I'm not going to break it out yet because I don't have any fuel for it. So let me grab some fuel. Because it uses these. And now... I give you... the chainsaw. So, let's go clean out some biomass. Alright, so here's a little patch of grass. Yeah. Alright, that was pretty good, right? But here's the thing. Now I can cut down the trees, and I get my cilia out of those.
Cilia within this fungus suggests strong molecular bonding features frequently observed in adhesives and medicine, both beneficial for field research. A new research tree can now be accessed in the NAM.
Alright, so I can get wood, I can get leaves, I can get my cilia, like, this is gonna really up my game, because now I'm collecting materials that I just couldn't get before. So, let's do this. Let's keep going here. Because leaves to biomass, the recipe is not great. It's what is it? So let me go to biomass. So from leaves, it's 10 to 5. So it's 2 to 1. For these, it's 4 to 20. So it's 1 to 5 is the ratio, and then 1 to 100 for animal bits, but so I have, look at all that. I have just a ton of stuff now. So, let me make my way back, and I'll get that fed into the machine. And if we have enough stuff built up, if we have enough stuff built up, I'll go ahead and get it all going again. Should be good. So now I can just dump all these leaves in here, but I'm gonna do a thing where I move these down here intentionally because the output comes from this lower right corner and it feeds along the lines. I'm not sure if it jumps up here and back. It probably doesn't. It probably comes all the way back over here and then across. But now I can put the wood in here behind it. So this will all come out first, and then I'll have to collect the last couple of remnants out of here. But then I can switch it over to wood. So now it's going to produce 60 biomass per minute that are going to go into this container up here, but then they're going to feed down here to this. It takes 60 per minute, which is what the belt can move, so it's 1 to 1, and we just get more. Alright. We almost have a stack, so let me grab that, and I'm going to fill the one that we have powering this, at the very least. Okay, maybe not quite fill, but that's... Oh, actually, a little bit more than fill. Cool. How are we doing here? 1. Okay, let's split those. Put half in there. The other half in there. And let's kick everything back over. So, now our production is going again. And these are... It's 2.35 per minute. Whereas before it was like 6 per minute with just biomass. And then it was 12 per minute with wood. And like 20 a minute or something with leaves. So it's, you know, it's considerably faster to do it this way. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this up, and I can get my first body slot opened up, I think. Let me go grab a stack of biomass. Yeah. Probably need 2 stacks. Because I think I need to make cloth after I unlock it. Because I want to unlock the parachute. Which is helpful when exploring because, you know, I don't want to die any more than necessary. This area is maybe less important, but it's still helpful. Yeah, nowhere near that point. Nowhere near that point. Nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Yeah, okay. So cloth and cable. I need to make some cloth, which I am not going to automate because it's just not worth it. But I do need to make like a bunch because not only do I want to research it, but I think it takes 10 to make parachutes. I think you need 10 of those and like 5 cable or something like that. So I'm just going to make all with all the mycelia I have. At least 45 here. Yeah, let's go to 45. That way I'm not standing here too long. I keep things nice and dynamic for you folks at home. Right, and I grab some cable. All right, hopefully that's enough. How much did I grab? I didn't even look. Oh, and I need to drop off this sulfur because it does me absolutely no good at this point, at this juncture. There's that. Do I need any of the rest of that? No. Okay, we're good. Okay. Mycelia. You. Go. Alright.
New equipment unlocked.
Yeah, I know. So now I'm going to make equipment. Sorry, wrong thing. Now I'm going to make a set. And you can automate these, but I don't think it's really necessary. There we go. So now, if I find myself falling off a cliff, I can press space again, and I'll get a nice parachute ride down. That also means I need to stop double tapping space when I jump, because you can deploy the parachute on accident just from, you know, jumping. So, I'll put the extra cloth in there, because it's not really useful for anything else. And then I'll put the remaining biomass back. So that's great. And how y'all doing? 111. Alright, cool. I'll go ahead and split it. And there we go. So that should keep everything going for a little bit. Alright, let me check on the concrete situation. And I think I may sacrifice a few more plates and rods to put in some containers. Actually, no, I'm gonna hold off on that. I think I have enough stuff to do the base building thing, and so I might move, start building, you know, Concrete City, and then the next thing and the next thing. Oh, I need a little bit more concrete. And 50 more. I don't have enough rods. Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, okay. I have plenty of rods. I just need a little bit more concrete, which shouldn't take too long. So, cool. We're almost there. Although there is... I wonder if the bug is still there. I think I showed this off the last series, but I don't know if they patched it. So, I'm actually going to fill this and one other milestone, because it used to be, I don't know if it's still the same way, but it used to be that if you fill multiple milestones before you fire them off, you can actually fire them off in quick succession, and it just resets the timer for the pod. So I'll go ahead and also do, yeah, let's also do logistics. There we go. So we're waiting for concrete for that. And I can probably go grab wire. At least I hope I can grab wire. Did I slow this back down? I didn't. Okay, well, turn that off for now. Just let it, there we go. Yep. It'll just, you know what? No. I'll go ahead and slow it. No, I want the wire. So I may not actually try to show off the bug. That might be the kind of thing I do another time, but I'm super curious to see if it's still in there or if they patched it. I bet they didn't. Because it's not exactly like a horrible game-breaking thing. So it's probably not a high... You know what? We'll go ahead and do it. We'll wait for another 177 copper wire to be made. And... that's gonna take a while. Maybe I'll make some myself. Cause I'm curious. Let's see if it works. So copper ingot. Oh boy. So now we get to sit here for a little while. So episode 2. So I'm doing these kind of back to back over the course of a few days. Goodness, I cannot speak. So if you have suggestions and things, I may not see them until later, but please still make them. I'd love to hear suggestions, comments, questions, whatever. Please, be active in the discussion below the video. I'd love to see your comments, questions, suggestions, whatever. Maybe this is your first exposure and you're curious about maybe trying the game yourself and you want some tips. Some of the things I know are probably a little bit out of date, but I can't imagine that good advice for update 4 would be horrible advice for update 7 we're going into now. A lot of the same sort of maxims still apply. You want your production rates to match and things like that, so you don't have to fight over power as much, and your lines just operate nice and smoothly. It's more visually appealing. It's easier to manage. It's easier to keep track of when you do that sort of thing. It's a lot less to have to think about when you let the tools in the game do the thinking for you. So you can kind of offload that cognitive load and allow yourself to then plan ahead and think about, okay, what am I going to do next? Instead of having to go, okay, where's that building again? So eventually I wind up building a sort of magazine. And I'm not talking about the one for firearms, a magazine of stuff, right? So a big storage depot of items. I don't store ores, and I don't store sort of the first order items, ingots and things, but I store pretty much everything else. Except for the radioactive stuff, which I don't think I've gotten to. So, okay. Alright, let's see if the bug's in. So, I hit the button. And then, if I go select milestone.
Reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
And then we fire it again. Oh, and it didn't even reset the timer.
Milestone reached.
Or did it?
You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Okay, so, at least on a German keyboard, if I hold left alt and scroll the scroll wheel, if you watch the bottom of the screen where my toolbar is, I'll get a whole new toolbar. So, there are 10 of these, and I usually set up the second one for platforms and walls and that sort of thing. Excuse me, I just almost burped into all of your ears. I apologize. So 1, 2, 3. What else? 4. Oh, sorry, 4. Yeah, that's good for now. And then I scroll back. So that's going to be 5 and 6. And I only put 1 on because you can just tap E to switch between them or hold it to get a radial menu. 7, which again, same thing. I can actually, if I remember right. Okay, yeah. So that's everything from that category is on the radial menu for 7. So let's do 8 for smelters, 9 for miners, and then I usually also put containers in here, just so I have them. And then when I unlock better conveyor poles, I usually swap them out. Better conveyors, I usually swap them out. Because again, you can just tap E to swap them out. So, nice. So now to work toward part assembly, which I should probably refill power again. Hopefully yeah, there we go. So let's get over there. Let's refill. Let's actually connect. Yeah, that'll work. And then you, I can actually... Excuse me? Oh, that was not... That was a... Oh, whoops. That was not the right one. That one. Oh, can just go right there. There we go. So now it's one major grid again. We're making... Max consumption is 42.2, so I'm going to put this at 2.2. And I'm going to set these both to 40. So there we go. Now we can... What? Capacity is 44. Okay, I guess you just can't do exact numbers like that. That's fine. Whatever. Anyway. Back to the task at hand. Let's refuel these. Because, yeah, I didn't finish that part. Okay, that last one could still use a few more, but it's still way better than it was. And so now everything's on one single power grid, which is great. It's fantastic. Part assembly, and should probably start thinking about building the space elevator soon. Because I have the capability, but I also think I'm gonna start the sort of the city. Let's see. Yeah. I will definitely wind up needing more. Whoops. I will definitely wind up needing more cables. But again, I'm gonna bring this down to 25% clock speed, so we still build up wire. Oh wait, we have splitters and stuff. Yeah, okay, so we'll start Concrete City. And we will have a small container in each city, a small set of containers in each city, but they will wind up eventually going out to the magazine. They'll eventually get torn out and taken to the magazine. So, let's find a nice area. Oh, I need more plates. I need a lot more plates, because... the concrete pads require plates and concrete until you can unlock the alternate recipe, or the thing in the resource sink. So, let's see here. What's a good height? Let's get this stuff. Do I want to be going up and down? Nah. Nah. It's fine. We'll just start here. Alright. And we'll do it on the global grid. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Nice. So, now I need to put a constructor over here. which is gonna mean... Oh god. Let me go get some rods. I always need more materials. Always. Always need more. Always. Alright, cool. Yeah, so we're getting a decent buildup of stuff. You're full. I'll keep a full stack with me, and I'll stack those. There we go. That should be good. And I'll put a craft bench in over here. The nice thing about these foundations is once they're in place, stuff sort of snaps to a grid. So, you know, veteran players, obviously, you all know this. But for anybody that's just starting out, yeah, this is really nice. And I want 2 constructors. So that's gonna be 1, 2. Alright, and we've got a total of 60. So I need to bring this down to where it's using 30. Perfect. So I'll set these both to 66%. And what that's going to wind up meaning is that we use the full output of the power provided. Or not power, limestone. We wind up using the full output instead of, you know, not quite all of it. Yeah, that'll be good. So we got those hooked up. And I'm gonna take out that section. And then got a splitter here. I think that's right. Nope, that's not quite right. Perfect. Now we're starting on some of the sort of beautification. Okay. Can I get a pole? Nope, not quite. So. There we go. Knew that was coming because we were right up on the edge. So now I got to change the power output. This one will eventually be empty. So let's see here. I think it's this one that I turned down. No. Oh no, they're both at okay. So we went up to a max consumption of 47.4. So I need to bring this to, we'll say 8. And then we'll power everything back up. Yeah, there we go. And then, you know, obviously those two down there will only, you know, this one here will only operate for another, you know, few minutes. And now I can reclaim all of these materials. There we go. So it should be good, you know. And let me grab some more plates. So now this is sort of the concrete area, and so it'll eventually need to be able to link up with the steel area when we get quite a bit further. And so what this sort of overhead cable management sort of, or platform, what's the word? Conveyor management. I'm kind of following, you know, computer cable management principles or server principle management. Server cable management principles. Goodness, I cannot speak today. Anyway, The idea being that you try to sort of lay things next to each other so that they're not interfering, but so that you can, take advantage of, you use one cable tie for a whole bundle of cables instead of, cable tying or strapping each cable down as you go through, So you try and all of the inputs for this device, all the inputs and outputs for this device go along the same route, and they're all cable managed together so that when the thing needs to be moved or changed, it's considerably easier because they're all together. So you'll see that as I add more stuff, because I am first and foremost in IT. But now, since we're here, and I have the option, I'll go ahead and add another set here. And let's see. Let's put on a storage container. Bring it out a little ways. Yeah, that should be good right there. And then what I will do is I will set up a merger. 2, 3. Let's go 4. That might be too far away. Nope, that was perfect. Okay, and then it's got another opening for if we add another one over here. And then for this, I tend to only use the double stack containers later game, so early game sometimes I'll do this, or I'll build yeah, and I usually put you know what? No, let's do this. Okay, so that's there, I think. 6, nope. E, wrong button. Turn that way. Perfect. And then I should be able to bring, there we go. Keep it looking kind of nice. And then if I need to split off the flow, actually that's too close. Well, let's go ahead and bring this out just a little bit further. Because that was way too close. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. There we go. There we go. Now there's this extra space in the middle, just gives me a lot more flexibility when I have to go through and start reproducing stuff and changing things. Didn't hook up. What? Okay, so it's because of the hill. Okay. That's fine. You know what? I'll go ahead and I'll turn it this way instead for now. So, oh, it does help if I hit the right button. Okay. So that's clipping a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. That needs to go out one more, so I'll go ahead and put this one where that was. And then... This isn't just an aesthetic thing, I promise. It is, in some ways, necessary. As you know, the better this is set up now, the easier it will be later in the game when I get better alternate recipes and things like that, when I have to change things. You kind of want to strike a balance between the distance between things and how close they are together. Because, well, if they're too close together, then whenever you have to make a change, it's a giant pain in the butt. If they're too far apart, then it's really hard to... it requires a lot more materials just to get things moved between areas and things like that. So it's... You gotta kind of strike a balance. And that's fine. So I've done that. So, alright. Tear out that last little bit there. And I'll go ahead and stick the extra in there. That's fine. Oh, cool. It's day 3. That means some of the enemies may have respawned that I've taken out previously, if they're not close enough to any of our operating buildings. But, let me get a little bit more of this going. Wow. Almost through the leaves, finally. Cool. So let me grab another stack and just run back through really quick to make sure these are all full. Alright. There we go. And then, now that I have them unlocked, I can use these... what am I doing? Oh, right. I am storing the leaves. Alright, and I'll keep some of the biomass pellets with me so I can chainsaw. And I want Caterium. I think the closest one is up on that ridge. The closest one I can actually get to is on that ridge, but I think there's an... Oh, no. Yep, it's this way. Oh. Okay. I didn't realize this was here. Cool. Great. So there's a bacon... The mushroom thing grows right there, so that's cool. Didn't know about that. I think I can research that at the MAM. Let me put the blue guy away here, and I think I can throw that in the MAM so that the item finder thing... What is it called? Resource scanner? No. Object scanner. Oh, I could make one of those right now. Do I have a hand slot for it? No, that's fine. I'm not interested in that. Okay, so scanning again, because I got distracted, as I am wont to do. Okay, 500 meters, 600 meters this way. Another one over there. Yeah, no, we'll go for this one. Yep. More iron, and yeah, so here's... I think this is one of the ones I took out on day 1. And here it is again. But that's fine, because I could use his... use its, materials. Okay. It was directly west, just about. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, okay, yep, and there it is. It's up on top of that hill. I think I have enough concrete and stuff to get up to it. Oh, hey, barrel nut. Okay, I'll take that. And then what I'll go ahead and do... Okay, and if I remember right, there's an alpha spitter up there. So I'm hoping... gonna get like right up underneath it here and then try to bring down... Okay, I don't really want to fight that, but it's gonna wind up chomping my butt if I don't, so... Oh! Missed me! You're running into a wall there, bud. Okay. Yeah, not a... oh, is that a path up? That might be a path up. I might be able to just get up there. I don't think this was here before. This... okay, something else is angry at me. Oh. You gonna follow? Okay, so it would if I stayed where I could see it, but I'm gonna just keep going. I saw the barrel nut back there, but eh. This is new. I don't remember. That's a spitter. Great. Is it an alpha? It is an alpha. Great. Okay. Oh. I took it out. Okay. Cool. Hopefully there's not another one of those up here. Hopefully that's the only one. Alright, cool. Pure Caterium. Nice. Alright, so... let's build... oh, not a craft bench. I need an equipment workshop. Come on. Excuse me. Thank you. Because I need a portable miner. And I'm gonna do... this. Okay, so... so, by putting it up on this sort of platform here, it's aligned to the grid. I'm not sure I can get it down here. Let's see, it's too long. Just getting down there, it's too long. I wonder... can I like... no, I'm gonna have to build platforms. Alright. Okay, well, let's go down, I don't know, we'll go down 5, and then I'll do a 4 meter. Yeah, that'll be good, I think. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And that's probably close enough that I don't need to use more concrete for this. So, because at least part of this is about sort of saving materials. Yeah, that's fine. At least some of this is about saving materials. Okay, and then I also need power. So this will also, once I've unlocked the zip line, this will make getting back up here a lot easier. Because I can just use the power lines. Okay, let's put that near there. Okay. Whoop. Ah. That hurt. That was not good. That's fine though. Let's put this in. And then I'm actually going to take it back out. That's not really where I want that. There we go. So, again, we're just going to point it home. We'll go up. The important thing is I want it not quite on the ground, because I don't want the hogs to think they can get a nice meal out of me. Or whatever it is they think they're getting by fighting me. Because I don't really want to deal with their stuff, you know. Oh, that looks like another cave almost. That might be the one I already went into, and can't afford. Oh, right. Conveyor belt's too long. That's fine. I'm probably gonna have to go back for more plates. I'll go ahead and double check this. Go ahead and double check this cave really quick, and then I'll go back and get more plates, because I'm sure there are plenty. Oh. It's not really a cave. Alright, well, we'll grab the foliage there, and I think there's barrel nut over here. I'll grab that. And then we'll go on to the next thing. Alright. And I think... yeah. I'm probably going to cut through this little trip and turn episode 2 into basically just getting Caterium to the base. Which is fine. Alright, yeah, research and Caterium, but yeah, mostly just getting this stuff to the base. Oh, more barrel nuts. Okay. Grab those. There we go. Now I've got Caterium flowing. Something's full. It's the screws. Yeah, it's fine. So let's fill that and that. Let's take all of those because I will need them. Let's fill that and that. And then let's grab some concrete. Ah. Oh. And that was me wasting a parachute. Alright, cool. So now I can go back. I'm not sure where I want to set up the production of Caterium, but you know, we'll get it figured out. I'm doing on time here. All right, 2 o'clock. Yeah, so we'll get Caterium into the base and call it a day. And I'll probably cut this down. Yeah. Should be good. Oh, this is... okay. Yeah, this is where I set up the one time. Okay. So actually, the first time I set up in the desert, I was here. For some reason, I thought it would be smart to put the hub all the way over here, and I had to like run all the way down there and back, and then all the way out there for copper. And I like to think of myself as a generally smart person, but not always. I have my, like we all do, I have my moments that are less smart. Is this iron? This is iron. Okay. Yeah, I'm not grabbing that. More iron. 2 more iron nodes. What is that? Oh, it's a moss-covered rock. Okay. That did not look like a... it looked kind of like a bug or something. But, Alright, and... oh, it will be very nice when I can actually get all this stuff set up the way I really, really want it. But I need a lot more materials, and I need a lot more progress in the game. Okay, there's that. And then with that, I'm gonna come up a little bit. Yeah, that'll be good. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the Caterium right here. Oops. Alright, let me come over here. I hope I have everything I need. I probably don't. You are coming out. Right, so we'll put the power pole there. And we'll hook that back up. And I'm not sure how many constructors I need for this properly, but we'll see. I didn't check. I gotta go all the way back up there to see. I think it was a pure node, which means that a Mark 1 miner is getting 120 a minute, which I can't support. So I'm gonna bring it down to 60. And then I think it's 45 to 12 for the Caterium stuff, which I can't actually make yet. I'm realizing I have to finish the research, which is fine. I should be able to grab out of the miner here. And thankfully I won't have to keep using the miner, or the platform to get up, because I should be able to unlock the zip line soon. Okay. Let's fill this. There we go. So that's full. Oh, and I was going to turn it down to... yeah. Let's bring it down to 60. Because I can't transport 120 a minute. If they let you attach the splitters directly to the inputs and outputs of buildings, I would be able to do it, but they don't. So that's... just taking a quick drink here real quick. They don't allow that, so... I can't split the 120 output into 2 lines until I unlock unlock level 2 what's the word? Conveyors. And then I can do the thing. Will that reach? Let's see. No, it won't. Okay. That was worth a shot. So, I'll worry about how that comes in here in a moment. First, I need to produce another production. I need a craft bench really quick because I need 2 more reinforced iron plates. Because I'll need 2 of these. And yep, I can't actually make the thing, so I can get power put in and get them all hooked up, but that's as far as I can get for now. Yeah, you know what, I'll go ahead and get the splitter put in. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, I hope. And it's going to be a splitter. Nope, that's too far. So There's got to be an easier way to do this. You know, if you're a long time player of this game and you know an easier way to line these up, or if there's like a trick or something, like, I am all ears. Please let me know in the comments. I love this game, but I have yet to figure out a really easy way to lay things out without mods, which I'm not using. I don't mind mods, but because update 7 is about to come out, and because I know less about the game, you know, I haven't played in a while, I would like to play vanilla. Whoa, why am I... That was weird. My E key got stuck on for a bit there. Haven't fought any of those. Nope. Caterium. Okay. So... I think I need more than that, so I'm just actually going to trash those. And I'm going to run all the way back out here. This is what I was talking about with, like, if things are too far apart, it just takes you too long, but I'm also counting on a new method of travel that's going to make this a lot easier. And I think it'll be better soon, so let me... what? Excuse me? I'm sorry, what? You know what, I'm putting in another ma'am over here, so I don't have to keep running back and forth, and another craft bench, because I don't understand why that didn't work. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The ma'am. There we go. Am I... Oh. Oh, I am not smart. This is another one of those moments where I'm just not being very bright. You have to smelt it first, Kaylee. Yep, you come out. Okay, Caterium ingot, there we go. Yep, 45 to 60, so I need to do the same ratio I did with the, what's the word? Limestone. Actually gonna... There we go, copy and paste, because that's a feature. That should be right. Nope, it's too far away. Okay, and then I'll need to place, I think, one constructor. I'm not actually going to hook it up just yet because I need to be able to... Oh, I want one more set of platforms here. I try to have an entire platform in between two stages of construction just so that there's enough room to move around, and if I want to, like, when I finally unlock the factory cart, I can use that to get it through, that sort of thing. But I think I only need one of those. Alright, how many did I need for the ma'am? Caterium 50. I make 60 per minute, so it's a little less than a minute to go. Oh. Alright, so with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode 2. Oh, it's hurting me to sit in my chair, and it looks like I'm starting to have some issues with my video. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call that episode 2. We will pick episode 3 back up, probably with the oh goodness, sorry, I am very tired, with the zip line ready to go, finished, completed, and probably in my inventory, in my hand even when I start. So I will see you all back here next week. I'm planning to do these one a week. I'm recording a bunch back to back, but I'm only like actually let's see, I will need another one of these. I'm only actually like oof, that was a jump. Yeah, I'm starting to have some performance issues. I think my machine's overheating. So we're gonna call that here. I hope you all have a great day, night, whatever you're headed for. This is Kaylee, your party cat, signing off.